Hello guys, Site Harper here for Filmmaking for Less, and I just want to go over export settings. So this is my quick tip for the week. I'm going to be in and out of here really quick, so pay attention. It's going to be a quick ride. Before we do anything, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon. Hit that bell icon so you'll never miss an upload. Also, there's some links in the description to some awesome gear that you might want to check out. So make sure you check that out before you leave here. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this thing. So I think what's going on here is that a lot of us don't understand the differences between the resolution sizes. So that's kind of where we get kind of confused and we're export for different things. But I just want to go over something real quick. So as you can see, I have two videos here on my timeline. I'm just going to right click this one and I'm going to go to properties and I'm going to look and see that my image size is 1920 by 1080. So that's a full HD size there. So let's go and check this one. So this one is going to be 1080 by 720. All right. So when we're exporting, we have to be cognizant of that. But prior to that, actually, when you're importing your videos into Premiere and you're putting your videos onto the timeline, Premiere will actually ask you if you want to change the settings because the settings may be different than what you have put on your timeline for that particular project or sequence. Okay, so to fix this, let's say we were working with a 720 timeline and we put this video here, which is 1080. 1080. Let's see. So I don't know the exact size, but it would probably look similar to this when you bring it in, because if you were working with a 720 timeline and this is 1080 and you bring it in and you don't change the settings, it'll look something like this. It'll be blown up like that. And then a lot of people are like, why is my video looking like that? Why is my video so big? I didn't record it like that. Well, here's the reason. You put in a 1080 project onto a 720 timeline. So what you have to do is you have to scale it down. So in the options, if you right click and you go down to where is it? Scale the frame size, and you click that. And I'm not going to do it right now because I already have this at the right on the right sequence. So all I have to do is actually just go back and move my scale down. Click on scale the frame size, and Premiere will automatically frame your video back to the correct size. Since I know what it is, it's on the right timelines 1080. So I'm just going to just go back to the scale and just hit 100 because then it'll bring it back. Okay. So here is our 720 example. So 720 is smaller than 1080. So obviously onto the timeline, it's going to be smaller if it's a 1080. So in order to fix this, you'll have to do something the same way. Scale the frame size and it will automatically scale it up to the frame size. Now it doesn't fill in on the outside because it's not wide enough. And you could probably set the frame size. Okay, so there we go. So we're probably just a little bit bigger than what we really need to be. Probably about here, about 118. So you can go up to the scale and kind of, just play with that till you get it the right way. Now, I know a lot of people that are veterans that is watching this was probably screaming, "Don't do it! Don't take your 720 up to 1080." Now, you would not do that because the 720 is a smaller size and different resolution. So bringing something smaller to bigger will make it pixelated. So we don't want to do that. And here's an example. So as I keep zooming in to his mouth area, you see how it gets a lot blurry. But if I go back to its normal size, okay, about 140 or something like that. All right. Then you see it start to come back to, kind of clean, but it's not as clean as it would be if it was 1080. All right. So normally you wouldn't do that, but I just did that for the sake of this. Okay. So when we export, it is just simple, simple, simple. All right. So when you export, we want to go to File and Export Media. Okay. And then you're going to get a media encoder that comes up. Now, there's a lot of options that you can do. All right. But for the easiest way to do it, you're just starting out fresh. You got some decent footage here. This is 1080 footage here. Um, you want to be in the format H.264. Okay, that is going to give you the best quality without going into these settings and changing different things. Okay, I have some settings in here just a little bit different than what you would normally do for this, because I do a lot of exporting for little small channels on YouTube. So I have my settings the way I have them. But if you just go into your format and you click and you find H.264, you can just export it just like that. You can also match the source and give it a high bit rate, because the bit rate is going to help clean up your images as well. This bit rate right here is really small. Most of the time when we're filming nowadays and want to export, we want to export at a bit rate of 100, because usually that 100 is going to give you a crisp, clean picture. All right. Takes up more space, but it'll give you a crisp, clean picture. But you don't have to have it exactly like that, especially even for YouTube. Some of us take advantage of exporting at a higher rate, because it'll clip when it goes into YouTube, it kind of downgrades just a tad bit, and it keeps our videos crisp and clean. So all you have to do is go to that H.264 and match the source. Now, if you just want to go something for YouTube, it does have a setting in here for that. So if you go to the preset, it'll have it preset for YouTube. So if I want to go 1080 on YouTube, if I want to go 2160 and 4K on YouTube, there's automatic settings for that preset if you have the new CC version. So if I want to do that, I can do that. So let's just do that for fun. And make sure you want to have export video and audio, unless you just don't want the audio in there. All right, and if you just want to do audio and no video, you can just click the opposite, obviously. So everything looks good here, setting that up, and then all I have to do is hit the export button, and it'll start exporting this video. Okay. There's some other things down here, like use the maximum render quality. You can do that to help bring out your videos, and then some alpha channels, some time code things. But other than that, that's it. And I thank you for watching this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and always hit that bell icon so you never, ever miss an upload.